Hi guys, it's Jessie here from Black Cats and Cards, and I'm just back to do my dark themed tarot collection video. These are all just decks that I consider to be a little bit darker. I'm not saying that they're all full of darkness and evil or anything crazy like that, but these are just the decks that I have that I consider to be of a little bit darker theme. And yeah, let's just get right into it. I'll start with one that's not like super dark. This is the Chicoli Tarot. Yeah, so this is the Chicoli Tarot. These are the backs. I keep it in a little bag with the little guidebook that comes with it. And this is what the art style looks like. I love using this deck for like inner child work, shadow work. I use this a lot for. But the imagery is just really beautiful. I have her Oracle deck as well. I don't use that quite as often as I use this, but this is really beautiful and I find myself reaching for it fairly often. Sorry, that one was upside down. Three of Cups, Two of Pentacles. So yeah, so that one is a really nice one. I would say it's a mix of light and dark. Some people really don't vibe with the imagery. I do. And I find it quite fairy tale-like in a lot of them. Next, I would say Wild Unknown Tarot. This was actually the first non-Rider-Waite deck that I ever owned. Backs just look like this. And I keep this one in the little box because it's just the most convenient. But I love the art style of this as well. It's very like sketchy. You can tell that it's all hand drawn. I love the way that color was incorporated into this deck. Yeah, just I love it. And I think part of it is because this was my first non-Rider-Waite deck. I just love it that much more. So that's that one. I do have the guidebook. It's sitting on my bookshelf. And then do the 8 Coins Tattoo Tarot here. This is the backs. I have altered this deck so you can see that the edges are all black. I did that and I actually trimmed off all the borders. So the cards look like this now. Before they had a white border around them. And I rounded the edges again after I cut them. I love it like this. It's so much easier to shuffle. And the black edging just really makes it feel like it's mine. I included this one in the dark themes because I don't know, some people just find tattoo-like art to be darker. So I thought I would put this one in there. So this one, definitely one of my favorites. I think part of the reason that it is one of my favorites is because I have altered it to be truly mine. And then this beauty with this little charm on the bag. I love personalizing my stuff. You guys will see that. This is the Tarot of Vampires. These are the backs. Absolutely gorgeous deck. I edged this in black as well. I think this was actually the first deck that I ever modified. So the imagery you can see is quite dark. Very vampiric, obviously. It's definitely one that people like to get out for like that Halloween season, the spooky season. Yeah, this is just one that I absolutely love. I actually read from my mom with this quite often. She's definitely one that likes the spookier side of things as well. It's definitely where I get it from. So that's just a few of the cards from there. I have thought about cutting the borders off, but if you cut the borders off, I don't know what to do with this bottom part. And the cards aren't that big. Like, I have small hands, and you can see that they fit quite nicely in the hand. So that's that one. Next, do the Tattoo Tarot Ink and Intuition. This one my husband got for me, and it's not necessarily like a super dark deck at all. Again, it's just that tattoo kind of style art. This one, the cards are quite a bit bigger, you can see, in comparison to that last deck. And you can see that they're a little bit bent. I do struggle a little bit shuffling this one, but it's still nice. I like reading with it. And you can see that it's that kind of older, more traditional sort of tattoo art. Yeah, I really like this one. I especially like that it was a gift from my husband. That was really nice of him. So that's that. And there is a guidebook for that one. Oh, lives in the top of the box. So there is a guidebook that comes with it. I don't use it personally, but it is there. Let's see. I have this one. I don't know what to call this. This was a gift from one of my best friends. She actually got it for Christmas quite a while ago, and she doesn't read tarot, so she gave it to me. These are the backs. And then the card imagery is quite simple. Still nice. I had to cleanse this deck quite a bit after I got it because I found that the readings that I was getting from it were quite nasty. They were, it was just not a nice deck to work with. It's a little bit better now. I don't reach for it very often. I probably should work with it more often. But it's a nice little one to have. I would say that it's kind of a pip deck. So well, maybe not. So that's that. Oh, there's the devil. I think the devil has come up in most of the decks that I've been shuffling through here. Or not shuffling, but going through. Okay, what next? Anima Mundi Tarot. I love this deck. Oh, there's the guidebook. I keep it in the box. This deck is gorgeous. It comes with gold gilded edges. I don't know if you guys can see that. There, you can see it shining in the light. They're absolutely gorgeous. These are the backs. And they're just, it's an amazing deck. I love this one so much. I read with this one for myself a lot. And the imagery is just beautiful. It's all animal based imagery. The only card I think that has a human form on it is the devil card. Let me see if I can find that. There. That's the only human that you will see in this deck. I love this one. I love all of my decks, but this one I think holds a special place in my heart. I get extremely accurate readings from this, and it's just the right mix of gentle and a firm hand. It's a strength card. So yeah, this one I would recommend highly. Love it. And there is an Oracle deck that's out now by the same creator, and I want to get my hands on that very badly. Moving forward, I guess let's tackle this one. This one I don't have a bag for or a box at the moment. I'm looking for the perfect one, and I no longer have the box. This is the Antique Anatomy Tarot. Not the edition with the floral, but just the regular Antique Anatomy. And I did edge this one in black as well. This one, some of the cards you can see that it's edged, it's bled onto the edges. I don't mind that. It happened because I used this deck quite a lot before I decided to edge it. So the edges were a little bit more frayed, more used, but I think it just lends to the antique look of it now. Personalizes it a lot more. I don't mind it. It's not interfering with the imagery at all for me. This one I absolutely adore using. It's just gorgeous. I actually use this one for relationship readings a lot. I find that I get very, very accurate readings from this. Yeah, so that's that one. That one actually lives in my witchy incense box right now. And then I've got this and 2 more decks to show you. So this one is a deck in a box and in a bag. This fits absolutely perfectly in here, but the cards do fit a little too perfectly. If they're not in the bag, some cards can get stuck. So I do keep it in the bag as well. This is the Wooden Tarot. I read with this for clients so much. This is the backs, and the cards look like this. The suits here are blooms, stones, bones, and feathers. Plumes, sorry. So the imagery is gorgeous. I believe each of these art pieces was done on a piece of wood first and then transferred into being printed on cards. So you can kind of see that each of the backdrops is a little bit different because the wood was a little bit different when they did it, and I think that's absolutely amazing. It makes the deck so unique. And there is an Oracle deck by the same creator as well, and I do have that, and I love it. Oh, there's the devil. Absolutely gorgeous. I use this deck a lot as well when I'm working with my own guides. I've had a stag coming to me in meditation quite often, and there he is. I had a stag coming to me quite often in meditation, and the Hierophant card in this deck coming out quite often as well. So love this deck for working with clients and working with my own spirit guides as well. Highly, highly recommend. Okay, and the last 2 decks that I have here are the Deviant Moon Tarot and that is not English, the Universal Fantasy Tarot. I'll go through the fantasy one first because I actually just got this deck last weekend and I really haven't used it yet. So it's still got the extra cards in here. Can use those for bookmarks now. So this one I actually got at a metaphysical shop in London, Ontario. I'm not super pleased with the imagery. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to keep this deck or not. I'm going to try reading with it a few times first, but the imagery and I just aren't quite gelling at the moment. So yeah, it's 3 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, and usually the 8 of Pentacles is one of my favorite cards in every deck, and I'm not loving this. I'm not even really sure what's going on here, to be completely honest. But like I said, I'm going to try working with it a little bit, and my opinion on it may change. The lovers. So yeah, that's that one. I will say it's a low Scarabeo deck, and it does shuffle quite nicely. And if I do end up keeping it, I will definitely edge this. Pop the little guidebook back in the box. Okay, last but not least, the Deviant Moon Tarot. And I believe, yes, I have the borderless edition. It literally says that on the box. If I just looked. Backs look like this. It is quite a long card. You can see in my hand, it's quite a tall card. And the artwork is just absolutely gorgeous. There's a giant book that goes along with this, and I want to get my hands on it so badly, but it is a more expensive book because it's hardcover, and I believe it's like a big square tome type of book, and it's in full color. It looks absolutely amazing, and it goes into depth about the cards, the imagery, the artwork and why it was selected, why it was used, the artist's thoughts on everything. Just everything that I want in a guidebook like that. So yeah, just absolutely amazing artwork. So imaginative, and the deck reads so well. It is a little bit difficult for me to shuffle with, but I do find that I just shuffle with it sideways like this instead of shuffling the other way, because the cards are so long and it is a little bit difficult for me to reach. So yeah, like this is quite a stretch for me, but it does shuffle nicely that way as well. Yeah. So that is it for my darker themed tarot collection video. I hope that you guys enjoyed this. If you want to see any of the decks in more detail, or if you want to suggest a video for me to do in the future, leave it in the comments below. I hope you guys are having a great day, week, month, year. Love and light. Bye.